Okay, take two. The first version of this video got a lot of views for this small channel, and I started to get roasted in the comments from both sides because they felt I was defending their enemies and attacking their friends. So like a complete pussy, I made the video private. Now, I didn't make it private because it was going to lose me more subs. Unfortunately, I am used to losing big numbers of people when I say something really stupid, which is about every 20 videos. But because even when I previewed the video, I was wondering if I was going too far. Was I being unfair? Apparently I was. So let's try this again. I'm going to say the same thing, but more diplomatically. Has Bianca gone soy? Probably a little. Click the title to get the links to the art contest. If you can ink this this image. Any style you like. Give it a rainbow flag if that's your thing. That'd be fine. You can get the links to the Discord. There's a few people in there. It's kind of fun. The Patreon, or to support the channel, or to send me art that I can use. Skeletons, skulls, zombies are appreciated, but anything is fine. Tim Lim said I was supposed to pay artists, but I will pay you in a coin richer than gold. Gratitude. It won't fill your belly, but it will fill your soul. And just between us, you could probably stand to lose a few pounds. And there goes 10 subs. I think that I will release this after midnight so it gets fewer views. Even as I say that, I can hear how soy that sounds. What a pussy. If you want to know how drama gets started, it's pretty easy. Have an opinion, publish it, you get a little feedback, so you respond in another video, you get more feedback, make another video, more people chime in, you get angry emails. Pretty soon you start focusing on that issue. And when you're dealing with artists and creative types, how shall I say this? You must tread very, very carefully. It turns out that they are very thin-skinned. Who knew? If you don't care about people's feelings and just want to get outrage clicks, then fine. Give them both barrels. But I'm trying to be fair. While the anti-Comicsgate people are legitimately evil people, I'm pretty sure Ren and Bikini Boy actually have mental problems, like stuff that requires medication. All I'm saying is, if you saw me in a bikini, the next day I'd be in rehab, because I'm pretty sure that I would have to have a serious drug problem to wear a bikini. Not saying anything, Timmy. The people in Comicsgate are all cool people, as long as they aren't too drunk or eating in their car. But Nasser has me blocked, so he probably isn't listening. I can't imagine what I said to offend him. I am hardly ever offensive. Maybe as at one time. Never mind. Comicsgate isn't so big and powerful that we can start splitting off into warring tribes. Sure, some campaigns hit the 6 figures easy. 6 figures, young lady. But to most of them, every sale counts. If your bingo point for a successful campaign is 10% short, then you're going to look at the alt-Comicsgate crowd and wonder why we aren't all sitting at the same table. Channels are always looking for drama. If people like what you're saying, they'll kick you a couple bucks on your Patreon. The more money that comes in, the more drama people look to create. It's a vicious soy-filled cycle. And for the love of God, I'm not thinking of anyone in particular. This is just how YouTube works. And you think I'm just dog whistling about so-and-so, I'm not. It's just how the game is played. Yes, I have a Patreon. I got one a long time ago before the rates changed. You can get on there and suggest topics or books to get looked at, even the occasional roast. You can also send me email with any inside information, or just in case you want to vent in private. Or if you want to give me art that you created or have the legal rights to alienate so I can use it on the channel. I love looking at art, especially the macabre. I like Halloween stuff. But whatever you want, whatever kind of art you want to donate to the channel, I can promise you that I will appreciate it and I will use it. So speaking of that, if you do want to donate art to the channel and you want, put your name and your website and your YouTube channel, whatever kind of social media you want, where it's visible on the artwork. So if I use it for stuff like this in the background, at least, you know, the videos only get a couple dozen views, but sometimes a couple dozen views, you know, they're better than nothing. Anyway, people have been telling me all kinds of interesting conspiracy theories, or just sometimes they'll talk about what campaigns relate. I mean in my emails. Like I mentioned earlier, the big guys, Doug Tenaple, EVS, Diversity in Comics, they're going to be fine if Comicsgate self-destructs up its own ass. They have properties with name recognition, but there are plenty of Comicsgate creators who need to target the largest crowd possible. So maybe it's not a good idea to split off into factions. Let's go into an issue that everyone can agree on. Fighting scares away customers. Not everyone wants to play rough. A lot of people just want to have a few smiles as they smoke a J and listen to a fun group of guys. Drama may get super chats and views, but it is hurting sales for the smaller campaigns. So it seems that if I can gently suggest, this is where I got into trouble last time, and wow, did I get into trouble. If I can gently suggest in as mild as terms as possible that perhaps some people may view the situation and feel there is a slight conflict of interest. Perhaps, maybe. Of course, this is just my opinion, and I'm just some asshole on YouTube. And there goes 20 subs. This channel is growing so slowly because after certain videos, I drop 10%. But hey, I'm sure that in a few months, I will be as politically correct as that guy who always starts with, "Hey, you beautiful bastards." I really can't stand that guy. I don't know his name, but when I first joined up with YouTube years ago, I would see these recommendations, and the Boogie Nights whatever guy, and that "Hey beautiful bastard" guy, and Mythical Morning people, and after I watched them for a couple of these episodes, I realized they're just, oh god, they're just cat videos. They're just the worst kind of just pablum milquetoast, just douching with vanilla. Everything is just vanilla. They say nothing, but they pretend to get, you hear excitement in their voice, but they're really not saying anything that could be used against them. They're saying they take no firm stance on anything. Just complete pussies. And the thing is, those guys are millionaires. They are millionaires, and they're driving Ferraris, and they're getting blowjobs from hookers in every city they visit. I get it, but like, how much money is enough? Is the BMW not good enough? You can get a nice car for like $40,000, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, what price is your soul? That's all I'm saying. So every time I hear that "Hey you beautiful bastards" line, I just I won't say what I want to do. Okay, so one of the many things I said in the earlier video that pissed people off, because I said quite a few things that got people very, very, very upset on both sides. And then, as it turns out, when you take down a video, people also get upset over that. So that's interesting. Was the issue of the duties and obligations imposed on a creator by the actions of their viewers. I argue they were analogous to agents. I use the analogy of respondeat superior. I seem to have put my foot in my mouth, which is exceedingly rare for me. Like I said, it only happens once every 2 weeks. But 2 weeks on YouTube is like 2 months in real life. Okay. Controlling the viewers. That's something I said in the first video. That may have been too strong a term. Let me just say this. What are the possible things I could do if someone was in my live streams defaming someone, say a much, much smaller channel? Here's an easy thing I could do, would simply be to ask them to stop. Say, hey, don't ad hominem other smaller channels. Though you won't find any smaller than me. I am the smallest Comicsgate channel out there. That's just, simple thing. Just say, would you please stop? Just leave the other people alone. Not saying you got to do anything more than that. Just, that's it. Just, how can you find that objectionable? I especially wouldn't want them defaming fellow Comicsgaters. That's the circular firing straw. It's just, we're all on the same side, roughly, right? We all want better entertainment. Go after Renfamous, Tim Doyle, Mark Wade, C.B. Cebulski, Al Ewing. I really can't stand Al Ewing. Dan Slott, Gail Simone. We have real people out there who hate us. There's no need to scare away potential customers. And I know you're thinking, we're just having fun. We're just kind of playing rough. Thing is, I talk to potential customers, to talk to me, and customers who bought some books and they dipped out because they don't want to play rough like that. They see people fighting, like viciously fighting, and for them it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. They thought, hey, I thought these guys were getting along a lot better than this. See, you know, when I go off script, I start to get myself into trouble. That's why these live streams, I got to upgrade my equipment, my laptop, get a microphone and a digital, a camera. The old camera is just garbage. To do live streams, I'm going to do them with some smaller channels. I found this one person who is very, very intelligent, and I'm not going to tell you their name because they're like a diamond in the rough. So hopefully I can do live streams with them and use them until they get too big for me. Anyway, I realize that this stance I'm taking, the tone it down stance, it's against my own economic interest. I don't have a graphic novel to sell, and fighting gets eyeballs and clicks. But I think Comicsgate is a cool thing. Do we want to be the Kardashians or get along, have some laughs, and sell some books? If you really don't like somebody, just part ways politely. No need to publicly fight. No need for outraged emails or DMs. Just stop talking about each other, like adults. I also had a fun little conspiracy theory, but that also got me in a little bit of trouble. I think that was a definite Biden-level faux pas. But, what can I say? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretty new on making videos, and I hate admitting that I'm nervous on camera because I'm not nervous off camera. I am totally hip, slick, and cool. I'm like Brad Pitt, I swear, off camera. It's just turn the camera on. I mean, you don't really know what it's like until you start making videos and you find yourself fumbling over words and sounding like a total jackass. Anyway, another point is, while you have the content creators fighting, and yeah, I know that's a cringe term. This is YouTube, not a network. You don't need the viewers jumping in the fight. Just, let them fight. Much of this is due to Twitter. 90% of this stuff would never be a problem if people got off Twitter, or at least had the discipline not to stick their nose into every situation. I hope the nose comment wasn't too on the nose. It's just a phrase. Not everything is a dog whistle. My only consolation is that nobody actually gets to this point in the video, so I think I slipped that joke by. Summation: 1. Fighting is scaring away customers, which is hurting the smaller projects. 2. It's possible that the creators could suggest politely to their viewers to leave each other alone. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I won't go any further than that. Suggest. That would probably take care of 90% of the problems. 3. Originally I wrote get the F off Twitter. I'll edit that out. I'll just say get off Twitter. I won't include the swear words. Or at least learn to mind your own edited business. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. Join our Discord. Express yourself. And I promise if you send me any art, it will tickle me pink. This is the first artwork that he didn't draw it for me. He drew it for his military unit, but he gave me the rights to use it. So it's the first artwork that someone gave the channel, and it means a lot to me. So anything you guys send me is not to get too gay, but it really is kind of touching. I realize how sappy that sounds, but anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I'll see y'all next episode.